Hi, it's Pearl. How beautiful is this? I'm technically in the rainforest. I'm actually in the New Forest in, I think it's Hampshire. Might be another county. And it's raining. But it's raining in a way that I can still keep filming on a non-waterproof camera, whereas if I was in Southeast Asia, it would be like standing in a hot shower. And I'd be going like this. I can't see the rain. Especially with my contact lenses if I have a bug repellent in as well. Well, the last video I think I posted was when I was heading out to Sri Lanka. And I was so happy. I was riding high. A little bit too high. I came in hot, as I would say. I came in cocky to Southeast Asia. And it was, one of the most incredible experiences of my life to travel in that part of the world. I met the most amazing people. And it's funny because I started talking before I went out. I was talking about need. I was talking about my shoes and having space in my shoes and things like that. And man, I needed that space in my shoes because I got swollen feet, I got infected bug bites, I got bitten by a dog, I got chased by bees, almost got heat stroke. I avoided heat stroke because I take that very seriously because I got heat stroke quite bad in Mexico a couple of years ago. So I learned that lesson. What else? Sick as a dog many times. It's one of the most beautiful, incredible places I've ever been. That whole area and in specific parts. And the first few days I arrived somewhere and I stood there and I went, if I never go anywhere else in my life, I'm happy. Because I've made it here and to experience what I experienced out there. But it was also incredibly challenging. And I keep calling this, it's not a holiday. It feels like I've been on holiday for 8 months, but really I call it a PhD in life. Because I'm going out and having experiences, researching, experiencing everything from myself. A lot of it I'm actually hearing from other people, but most of it I'm experiencing. And if I'm hearing it directly from someone, I'm also aware of how true, they believe this is, and they're witness to things that are going on in the world. And it was very hard to see a lot of the things that are happening in Southeast Asia right now. And I don't want to. It was tough to really appreciate and to witness poverty, global warming, death of coral, palm oil plantations, more poverty. For me, it was a chance to get over a sort of denial of many things that it's so easy in England. We have, I don't want to say we have an easy life because I know that we all have our challenges. And for me, what I've also learned, it's kind of getting modelled here, but the biggest thing I learned is the incredible compassion of the people out there to my difficulties. They were living in conditions and doing things and experiencing things I couldn't possibly deal with or imagine. I had to write at one point, if I was wild in this country, I wouldn't survive. I wouldn't survive without air conditioning. I wouldn't survive, so many things. And these people who have so little are looking after me, taking care of me. Sometimes because they're my guide, sometimes because they're hired. But most of the time, just because of the compassion in their heart and the goodness in their heart of holding my hand and making sure that I was okay. Me, privileged, healthy. I'm a millionaire over there. My quality of life, here I am relatively poor in England. If I compare myself to other people in this country and what we have, over there, I'm a millionaire. And they treated me like a little sister. Are you okay? Have you had your breakfast? Did you eat enough? Did you get something? The compassion, it was overwhelming. The love was overwhelming. The goodness, the kindness. So I learnt a great deal of humility when I was there. I learnt that, we so often think we're doing something alone. We're not. Somebody made my jacket. Somebody researched the bag. Somebody put this together. We are all standing on the shoulders of giants. But the need is important. Like my need in that situation was important, and my screwing up and making mistakes and getting into situations was important because it allowed people to come in and help me, and it taught me A, the humility, and B, that relationship. You know, the first guy who really helped me, you know, not the first guy, but the guy I really appreciated. Man, I didn't get on with him. I thought I didn't like him. No, I didn't like, but I was like, oh, this guy's, you know, he's, and also going into that environment when I was out of my comfort zone, he's going to try and cheat me out of money, and he's going to try and, he's going to do that, he's going to do that. And then it all turned around, and I was like, thank you. And wow, the change in how I perceive this guy, and the appreciation, and the fact he became my best friend, in that situation, because the humanity of it was beyond, this guy's trying to cheat me out of money or anything else. So I learned compassion. I learned about forgiveness. I learned about so many things. I could have write more books. I just finished Camino de la Luna, which is the story of my trip through Spain and to Mexico. Yesterday, I finally put it to bed. I was like, whoa. Even in the Apple shop, they went, this file is too big. You can't do it this way. You can't put this much in a book. It will blow up, and it did keep blowing up. But from my experience working in the city with PowerPoint presentations, you kind of cut it and you do this and you move this around, and it's like save, and then eventually I get it into one document. 450 pages. 454 pages. I'm a bit tired now. Anyway, I'm sleeping in a camping pod. I'm in the forest. I'm washing. I would say I'm washing in a shower block, but actually there's a pool and a spa and a hot tub here, so I just shower there. It's great. But look, there's a reason why I wanted to talk to you. I really need to start teaching all these things that I've learned. So I need your help. I need to reach out and say what I need. I need people to host me. I need people to say, come and talk about stuff. Life, humanity, love, unconditional love, compassion, the difference between pity and compassion, which is huge. And just respecting each other, just learning to let loose the love that's in us so that we are all happy and joyful, and we can be ourselves, learning to be yourself and let go of all the things that we don't need. We don't need all that stuff. We don't. What we do need, we need trees. We need lots of trees because we need the oxygen. We need that, I think. Anyway, so host a book talk or something like that. Email me, flyingmachinefilms@hotmail.com, or reach out on Instagram, Pearl Howie something, Pearl Escapes I think I am, or on Facebook, Pearl Howie. I'm not hard to find. I do have a pearl@pearlescapes.co.uk email. I'm going to try and answer it, okay? It's 2 months of travelling Southeast Asia where I couldn't access it, so I need to plough through that. Forgive me. Please have patience with me as I try to balance being in this beautiful, perfect, heavenly world that I live in now. It's great. And the digital world of actually answering my emails. Forgive me if I don't answer your email. I'm having fun, I'm in love, or I'm struggling with a difficult challenge in my life, in a new lesson. So forgive me, please. And apart from that, apart from hosting me, I'm really happy to come out and do demos, or at least when I get back to speed, Zumba Gold Chair and Zumba Gold demos if you haven't got those classes in your area, because those are miraculous classes. And I also appreciate, after 8 months, I miss Zumba so much. I need it so much. It's a wonderful, miraculous thing for me.